Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in Florida. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. 30K on my riches for hard times. These niggas just mad cause they picture my archive. Front can't do so the 4 times. If you play then you lay right there by your own kind. Hold up a phone with a logo. Tell them run this bitch back like so-so. Got the strap shit here in the chokehold. Did a show.
Hey there guys, so on today's video I'm showing these guys drywall. None of them have ever done this before. Just like every other project we've done, they've never touched it, they've never seen it, they've never tried it. Maybe some of them have had a chance to try a little bit here and there, but in this case they're fairly new. So what I like to do is I like to experiment with them by grabbing actual drywall and actual drywall tools. So in this video I brought my dad's drywall tools, may he rest in peace, which are now my drywall tools, and showing them the difference between good drywall tools and beginners. So we tried out many things, and basically, in other words, I showed them and let them try out drywall and plastering, where they punch a hole and they learn how to patch it up. So, hope you guys enjoy the video. Like, subscribe, follow, comment, and let me know what you guys want to see next. So you guys want to learn drywall, huh? Let me teach you. So, drywall is relatively easy, okay? This is half-inch. Half-inch drywall, or drywall in general, does not need a lot of force to cut. Just watch. Literally slice very lightly. And without any force, or minimum force, it snaps. How easy was that? Huh? I just scored it. Now the correct way to cut drywall is not only doing it by that, but you'll see some videos, people just going, don't do that. The likeliness of you tearing up the paper in the back is very high. You're better off going in the back and just slicing it clean off. You understand? All right, this is what you guys are gonna be working with. So the drywall tools that I have, I'm gonna demonstrate it to you guys, how they work exactly, all right? So, as I showed you guys in the beginning, all you need to do is just more or less cut it right there, all right? Then a professional drywaller, he grabs the back end and then he cuts it. That's it. You understand? Okay, so just watch very easily and simple. Okay? Just watch. You guys watching? What do you guys think? Yes, it's too many screws, but the point is that I use a lot of screws, but I still got so much more. Now imagine me doing a ceiling and I hang it up. You know how easy that is? It's pretty nice, huh? Now you can also see that the wall is not plumb, that there's a little bit of a gap. That's fine. Obviously it's not calibrated the way it should be. It's off for some weird reason. I don't know who used it last. I gotta readjust it and play with it, but it's fairly old. So, for yours, I'm gonna need your drill, and I'll demonstrate. Okay, you can use a drill, you can use an impact. You're better off using a drill though. Now the reason I kind of don't like these ones is because you can never get it the way you want it, all right? It takes a little too much time to do it though. It takes a little too much time. But once you try it, you'll see what I'm talking about. I gotta actually force it in a little bit more. Compared to these other ones, they're a bit more different, all right? And then after you have the old school way. The old school way, and still usable today, are drywall nails. All right, when I grab my drywall hammer, and it's as simple as putting it in, all right? Yes, I bruised the drywall, but that's how you'll do it. And then these drywallers, they're pretty fast. Well, if we don't really use drywall nails, why do they still exist? Why are they still around? It's because we use them for corner beats. We use them for corner beats. All right? Never mind that. So if this was more sharp, I would also be able to cut the drywall from the middle. All right? Now, I'm gonna leave this, show you guys what you're gonna do after with this. I'm gonna show you guys how to use the router, all right, or the roto zip. But this is the router, the drywall router. We'll show you how to cut this out accordingly. Okay, I'm gonna get cut out anyways. I'm gonna be fairly careful with this, all right? You hear that? That's the metal. So once I hit the metal, I jump over. I go on the other side of the metal and I follow it. Once I do that, now I can just screw it in. How does that look? What do you guys think, huh? It looks nice. That's how it's used. And the cover plate will cover it accordingly. So don't worry too much about this. It can happen. You can fix it with the plastic. You guys are also going to be doing plastic. What does that mean? You guys are going to make a hole. Hopefully I didn't ruin the other side. Still good. And you're going to fix it. All right? You make a hole like this. You're going to fix it. There's two ways of fixing it. There's many ways of fixing it, but there's going to be two traditional ways. One, with backing, you're going to put a 2x4 in the back and cut out a piece of drywall to fit. The other one, as most people call it, a California patch. Me, I don't like to call it that. I like to call it the French pocket because it's similar as a French door. It's a pocket, but no one knows it's there until you introduce it. All right? There's many ways of calling it, but you guys are going to learn how to do all this, and you guys are going to get the chance to try out these tools. But for now, you guys are going to go over there and you're going to choose a piece of drywall and choose a location, and then you're going to go off. Sounds good? Yeah. Beautiful. Let's get started. We got an indent. This is what we're gonna do. There's many ways of patching it up. I'm gonna take this piece right here. I'm just gonna cut off this piece right here to show you guys and demonstrate. So, if I wanna patch this up correctly, all right? I'll make this into a square. Okay? Now, what I can do is I can cut this out. I can cut this out into the same shape that this is. But another way of doing it is doing this. What I could do is just cut this out a little bit more, okay? Now, let me go grab, can someone give me the router? This will be easier with the router. If I had a drywall knife, I'll do it with the drywall knife, but now we wait.
I said, ooh, ooh, come on, baby, turn the lights off. I had love to.
What we're gonna do is the French pocket. So, I wanna make sure I'm good in the sense of I'm overlapping, okay? Now, I wanna turn the piece around. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go a little bit more inside to where it will fit comfortably. Then I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna score it. Same thing over here. Transfer the mark. Okay, now I got this mark over here. Notice how I went a little bit more in. Now what I'm gonna do is do the exact same thing on this side, where I leave it a bit short inside too. Now I'm gonna score it. So this side. All right. Now we somewhat have a template. This is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna snap it, all the pieces. Okay, snap all the pieces. Traditionally, you wanna make sure you have more than this. This is a way of avoiding using tape and paper, okay? The outside that's still out. I'm gonna bend it, fold it, okay? And now, it'll fit. Oui, oui. So, this is what you guys are gonna do, all right? Here you go. Is you guys are gonna make your own California patch. French patch. So, the French pocket is what I like to call it. You guys can call it as well. Then, what you guys are gonna do is you're gonna mix up some drywall compound. So, to make it a little easier, watch out guys, is you guys are gonna use 40-minute drywall compound. Watch out, Philip. 40-minute drywall compound means that your drying time is only between or around 40 minutes, which is this stuff right here. Okay? So, you guys are gonna mix up just a little bit at a time. You guys have the option to use either or. You guys have an option to use a hawk. This is called a hawk. Traditionally, I like using this for ceilings. So when I'm doing my plaster on my ceiling and a slab falls, you can just catch it. All right? But in this sense, I like to use a pan. Thank you. So, there's many options. There are two different types of spatulas. Is there a difference? Yes. Preference is doing something like this, your choice. I could use this or I could use this to finish off or do it. All right? Or I can use a trowel. A trowel. If you guys are used to finishing concrete, then you guys can do plaster, no problem with this. All right? Me, I don't really like using a trowel too much, but I have used it. And with the trowel, you're only able to use it with a hawk. All right? In the sense of where I have to go. You understand? And if not, and you had two trowels, you can use that together. So, very quickly, I'm gonna demonstrate how to do this. You don't need a lot. I'm gonna find a cup for you guys. Grab a little bit. Take a look at that. I'll use a little more. That's it. Maybe that's even a little too much. Okay? Now, when it comes to this, it's a little bit of trial and error. Now, I need you guys to remember that as soon as you put water on this, you start mixing it, it starts to activate, meaning that the time's clicking, all right? So if there's such thing as 45-minute, there's also a thing called 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute, 20-minute, and it just gets higher. 90 minutes. Why does this exist? Because sometimes you need it done faster.
Or for people that are not as good.
Yeah, but there's also premix, which does take hours for it to dry. All right, so let's mix this up using cold water. So I just add a little bit at a time, not too much. A little bit like that, all right? Then I start mixing. Obviously I need more, but now I know more or less how much left I need. And if you had a cup, you could also do a ratio. What I want is the consistency of peanut butter. Notice how this time I added a little bit less, all right? So mix it up. This should be more than enough water. All right, grab it. That's gonna happen. Move it around. What I want is the consistency of peanut butter. You see that? Firm. So add a little bit of water at a time. If you need more, add a bit, not too much. All right? So this is the perfect consistency for me. So I'm gonna collect all my drywall compounds, have them all in this corner right here. What I wanna do is try to keep my pan as clean as possible. Gathering it all together and having it in one spot. That way, I grab it, I use it, I'm done with it, it goes to the other side. Same thing. You understand? Does it make sense? Then I switch over. Okay? So, what I want to do is this. I want to fill up my patch. I don't need a lot. Just need a little bit. Fill it up. Okay? Don't need a lot. Just need a little bit. Around it. I don't need too much. I don't need a crazy amount. Messy. Then slap it on there. Beautiful. That's what I want. You are gonna get a little dirty, but now it's not gonna go anywhere. Okay? Then I clean it up. Don't worry about this paper. It'll come off. This is why I said I had too much. I mixed too much. But that's fine. Fix this up a little bit. Patch up my holes. Yes, sir. Alright, now watch this. Alright, now get closer. You're gonna notice it drying a lot faster now. Alright, watch this area in just a few seconds. You already see it drying, huh? Now imagine this, if I charge this patch alone, $250, and just to paint this area, and I show up with this, and it's already drying, I can do 2 more layers, no problem. Obviously it's gonna take a while. A hair dryer that's a lot more hot can do the exact same thing. But it's already drying. You guys see this? Bless you. Yeah. And what if I just go directly in the middle? It's gonna heat up that one area and expand. Look, it's already expanding. All right. Now we're not gonna stand here all day and watch it. You guys gotta do it yourselves. So, go make a hole, do the exact same thing I did, and then you guys will get the plastic.